Welcome to Section 4, Cloudformation and Elastic Beanstalk. In this section, we will cover an introduction to Cloudformation, that is the fundamentals of Cloudformation. We will have a Cloudformation example and walk through it in the console. Then we will get an introduction to the Elastic Beanstalk service. And we will go into our console and have a walkthrough deploying an application using Elastic Beanstalk. And in the last part of the section, we will have a quiz on Cloudformation and Elastic Beanstalk. Welcome to video Introduction to Cloudformation. In this video, we will cover Cloudformation and its main characteristics. What is Cloudformation? Cloudformation is an AWS service that allows you to write your infrastructure as code. You can deploy your AWS resources through reusable templates. A template is a simple text file that describes a stack, and a stack is a collection of resources you want to deploy together as a group. Cloudformation templates are JSON as well as YAML compatible, so you can choose one format or the other as you find fit for your application. Cloudformation can be used for replicating your infrastructure into other regions. You can use the same template to deploy your infrastructure into different regions. You can think about using this if you want to have, for example, the same application be deployed into different regions and serve customers from all over the world. Or you can think about using Cloudformation to deploy a new version of your infrastructure into a different region for disaster recovery. Then you can think about using Cloudformation as a way to version control your infrastructure, because you can track changes that have happened in your templates. Cloudformation is free, but you will have to pay for the resources created by Cloudformation. For example, your S3 buckets, your EC2 instances, and so on and so forth. Then, templates can include a maximum of 9 main sections. The first one is AWSTemplateFormatVersion. Templates can include a maximum of 9 main sections. 8 of them are optional, and 1 of them, which is the resources section, is compulsory for every single template that you will create. Now let's go and explore each one of them. The first one is AWSTemplateFormatVersion, which defines the template version that you wish to use. Description is a text describing the template, and if you specify an AWSTemplateFormatVersion, then you must specify a description that will follow the format version. Then there is the optional metadata, that is, objects that provide more information about the template. You can also specify parameters if you want to, that is, values you can pass into your template at runtime. Cloudformation templates support both parameters that you can pass in, as well as you can actually define a default value for your parameters. Then there are mappings, that is, mapping of keys and associated values. Then we can look at conditions, where you can control the creation of resources based on conditions being met. Example, you can create different resources for test and prod environments. Transform is a way to specify the version of the AWS SAM, or AWS Serverless Application Model, this is only used for serverless or Lambda types of applications. Then we have resources, and this is the only section that you need to specify for your AWS templates. This one is required, and it specifies the stack of resources you want created. For example, your EC2 instances, your ELBs, your SQS queues, etc. The last section you can specify for an AWS template is the output section. You can use this to describe values that are returned from API calls or the console. Example, through outputs you can return the queue name of the SQS queue that you have just created using your Cloudformation template. Now let's have a look at Cloudformation main functions. That is, these functions are going to be used to pass in values that are not available until runtime. We'll start with function GetAtt, which takes two parameters, the logical name of the resource and the name of the attribute to be retrieved. Then there is fn findInMap, that is, we will pass the name of the map, the value used to find the mapped value, and the label of the mapped value that you want to return. So this is just the way to find the value of a key in a specified map. Ref, this is a function that will return a resource or a value based on a logical name or a given parameter. fnJoin is a function that takes two parameters, a delimiter then separates the values that you want to concatenate, and an array of values in the order that you want them to appear. fnSelect returns a single object from a list of objects by index, and fnGetAzs returns the list of all availability zones within the region. As you can see, the majority of these functions are of the form fn : name of the function, and you should remember that for the exam. We will explore these a bit more in detail in the next lecture, where we're going to have an example of a Cloudformation template.